gentlemen, Michael Ricciuto, Brand Director, Genesis Motors Canada.
Thank you and welcome everyone. And it's with great pleasure that I welcome you here to Genesis today. This is just the second year for Genesis at the Canadian International Auto Show. Last year, we presented a vision of our brand's future with the New York concept. And the future is now coming into focus. Everything about the Genesis experience is designed around one notion. That is, modernizing the purchase and ownership experience. During the acquisition process, the entirety of your experience, that is the research, your model configuration, choosing accessories, your credit application, and even the trade-in appraisal is done exclusively online. If you'd like to experience the vehicle, we'll bring it right to your front door for a product demonstration. And it all culminates with an at-home delivery, eliminating the inconvenience and stress of the traditional dealership experience. This unparalleled service is complemented by transparent, no-haggle pricing and an all-inclusive ownership experience. For one clear price, we take care of scheduled maintenance for 5 years, including our at-home service. So modernizing the purchase experience also includes where you're going to shop for your vehicle. And in fact, just a few weeks ago, we opened our second boutique sales showroom in the Square One Mall in Mississauga. And we have several more coming later this year. And of course, as proud as we are of the growth of Genesis in Canada, our brand is making great strides across the world. Here today to speak to us about the future of our brand, it's my honor to introduce the global head of Genesis, Manfred Fitzgerald. Manfred.
Thank you, Mike. Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's really a true pleasure of being here. I'm the second time in Canada, and I say I never expected it to be so warm. However, Michael just pointed it out. Genesis Motors Canada is on the leading edge of our brand's growth. So we have many exciting new strategies which are being tested here before we deploy them in other markets across the world. Like our customers, Genesis believes in audaciously following its own path. In the case of Canada, that means creating an industry-leading purchase and owner experience aimed at making our customers' lives easier. We also believe in progressing the art of automotive engineering and design in our own distinct way. And to my right here, we have a perfect example of this, focusing on our newest and most dynamic model yet, the all-new G70. And G70 in many ways marks the beginning of a new era for Genesis. It was created with an unceasing focus on delivering a truly driver-oriented experience, all in the service of giving our customers the confidence to tackle whatever challenges the road ahead can throw at them. Now, to speak to that point, I'd like to invite the Genesis Global Head of Design, Luc Donkerboker. Luc?
Well, for me it's the first time in Canada, so I'm meeting you there. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great honor to be here, and well, let's get to the point. With our design identity, athletic elegance, serving as a core foundation, we set the mission of the G70 to complement the G90 flagship and elegant G80 sedans with its own unique character. The character is emotional, athletic, sexy, impetuous, and anti-conformist. At the same time, we wanted this model to reflect the constant progression of our design and architecture that achieves the best proportion in the most athletic and elegant way imaginable. To highlight some of our key signature designs, starting from the side, a one-line architecture, la parabolica, or the parabolic line with its constant tension. The cabin is structured by a dynamic DLO terminating a hockey stick that gives its forward motion. Moving to the front, we have the on-oval crest grille, integrating a soft nose dominated by a wing logo. The quad-line DRL will be the light signature for all the future Genesis models and will continue to evolve. To the rear, the low roof flowing with speed in the rear deck terminates in a spoiler, giving its wide stance. For the interior, as the most athletic and dynamic character of the Genesis range, the G70 has the most driver-oriented structure, with a focus on technology, detail, perfect execution, and materials. One of the highlights of the Genesis G70 is the materials, as something we touch and feel with all of 5 senses. It's the most important part of our luxurious and emotional interior. In sum, we have created the youngest and most dynamic model of our lineup, a true driver's car designed to give you total confidence in any Canadian environment.
Oh, great, Luc. And yes, the G70 is already being noticed in our home market in South Korea. The initial response has been extremely positive. In fact, the G70 was named 2018 Car of the Year by the Korean Automobile Journalists Association, and we are very proud of that. We very much look forward to feedback from the automotive media here in Canada this spring as we're planning a media test drive here. So G70 also signals the forthcoming arrival of a wave of new products. By 2021, the Genesis product portfolio will expand to 6 vehicles, including 2 different SUVs. And as Genesis grows into a full-line automaker, we are working diligently to ensure every element of the brand experience is worthy of our exceptional products. As we stated before, that Genesis is a design-driven brand. And this will be as true as of our sales centers as it is of our vehicles. And so we recently opened the brand's first standalone showroom in Korea at the Genesis Gangnam. Many people might know where Gangnam is in South Korea. It features an avant-garde design that makes the car the heroes of the space. We will also be a leader in the digital retail space. Here in Canada, as Mike pointed out, Genesis offers a unique online and at-home purchase experience. We've even launched an online pre-order campaign for the G70, allowing customers to configure their vehicle and reserve it for at-home delivery this spring.
But as proud as we are of such initiatives, this is an auto show. So let's get back to the product. To this end today, Genesis is proud to offer a glimpse in the future. A vision for the next generation of new vehicles. Ladies and gentlemen, the GV80 concept. GV80 is our first interpretation of a luxury SUV, one that strikes a perfect balance between elegance and versatility. It speaks to our confidence as a brand. To review the finer points of GV80 styling, I would like to welcome to the stage Toronto native Andrew Moore, lead designer of the GV80 concept.
Thank you, Luc. Good afternoon, everyone. It's a real pleasure to be here in my hometown of Toronto. In front of the GV80 proudly sits the signature Genesis crest grille, giving Genesis pride of place to the Genesis badge on the front. The quad lamp look previewed in the G70 is seen here in full effect with wide but razor fling headlights and taillights. The GV80 features an elegant silhouette defined by a parabolic line that establishes a strong side profile while visually connecting the front and rear styling elements. The overall shape is distinguished by finely balanced proportion and dominant surfaces. Inside, the muscular fenders are 23-inch G-matrix wheels with a unique mesh pattern that reduces weight while improving brake cooling. The wide rear stance is punctuated by jewel-inspired quad taillights. A finely sculpted lower rear fascia provides visual intrigue and incorporates cooling elements for the concept's plug-in hydrogen fuel cell powertrain. Inside, the GV80 greets occupants with a bridge instrument panel stretching from door to door for a spacious view. A wide 22-inch carved display transitions seamlessly into the cluster. For exceptional visibility, G80's roof pillars are constructed from the same G-matrix mesh as the wheels. Like all Genesis models, the GV80 is truly set apart by its use of interior materials. Exquisite semi-aniline leather with diamond stitch quilting is found on most touchpoints. A slate ash wood center console reflects the adventurous outdoor spirit of GV80, serving as the perfect counterpoint to the polished aluminum trim accents. The GV80 concept is the latest example of how we envision our future. That future isn't very far away. In fact, this mid-size SUV concept is quite representative of an upcoming production version.
Well, thank you, Andrew, and may I ask Mike to join us on stage again to wrap it up?
Great. Thank you very much, Andrew, Luke, and Manfred. And I'd also like to thank you all for joining us here today, and I actually invite everyone on stage to see the GV80 concept up close. Thank you.